Hello, my name is Sean, and today I'll be going over Puzzling Hexabuttons. Now this module is similar to gray hexabuttons, with the biggest key difference is that now you're only given a letter. Usually you have to press all the other stuff. Usually all the other buttons will be labeled with a number, and one or more will be labeled with letters. And when you press them, you would basically get some information out of it. But now, none of them are labeled, and the center button has a letter instead. So, to begin this process, what we need to do, we have to determine the 6x6 table that's written over here. On every generation, this table is going to be completely random. However, I wouldn't say it's 100% random, but it is still random. And basically, this whole grid is treated like a Sudoku puzzle. Basically, the 6x6 grid will have letters from A to F, as you see here, with this column being labeled A through F. But here's the thing about this. If we have letters A through F like so, right? Then, basically, the next row onwards has to be different from the row beforehand in such a way that each row and column will have one of each letter. So basically then the next one could be something like this, and then the next one could be something like this. So each one is completely I did it the wrong way. I did it like so. So basically you can have something that's close to this. If I keep going down. There we go. So that each row and column has one of each letter now. So, to begin. There is a strategy to this puzzle, and I recommend doing what I do because it's very particularly easy. First, I need to get to the letter A somehow, like so. So I like to start off with the first letter being A, and then working like so. Going through each button in reading order, I'm going to press a button. Now, whenever you press a non-center button, it uses that button's position in the current letter in the intersection of the table and display the new letter from the intersection onto the button, onto the center button, that is. So if I press top left, it gives me A, because no matter how much I try, it's going to be A. So that means at that intersection of top left and A, it's going to be an A. Then I'm going to move on to the next button. So from top right, pressing it gives me delta. So that means with top right, this is going to be delta in a sense. And then I can keep pressing the top right button until I get back to A again, because it's definitely cyclable. And then middle left is going to get me to Charlie. Get back to A. Middle right is going to get me to B. And then this is going to get me to F. And the thing about this is I'm not going to press the bottom right button, because if we know 5 out of the 6 letters, we know that the 6th letter has to be the unique letter. So we have 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1F. That means E is missing, which means E would go there. But I'll cover that in the last section here. Next, I would have to go to B somehow. There we go. So now we're doing column B in this stance. So pressing top left gets me to B. Top right gets me to C. This gets me to D, E, A. Now I have to figure out how to get to C. I think I have to go there. So C gets me to E. This gets me to B, obviously. Let's see. Yes. Goes to F. C. Takes me to A. Takes me to D, which D is next, so D takes me to C, D takes me to F, A, D, E. So E is the last one we're going to do because we don't have to do F. That's the thing. We don't have to do F because then by that point we have 5 columns and we can figure out what the 6 letters are going to be. So from E takes me to D. E takes me to E. Takes me to B. Takes me to F. Takes me to C. There we go. And this is all we need now. So now we're going to fill out the missing letters that we haven't seen yet. So this again, this was E was absent, so E has to go here. I have A, B, C, D, E, but no F, so F has to be here. I see A, B, no C, so C has to come there. No B in this one. And finally, I don't think there's an A here. Yes, there's no A in this column. And then for the rows, so this one's missing an F. This one's missing an A. A, B, C, D. This is missing an E. A, B. This is missing a C. A, B is missing a B. And finally, this one is missing an D, I think? Yes, D for both. So now we have our 6x6 matrix. Upon figuring this out, now we are ready for submission. So upon pressing the center button, you'll enter submission mode, which generates another puzzle to this. So we're going to need to record all the information written here, such as AA, CF, and AE. I like to do it in reading order, but I'll do it any order you like, as long as it makes sense. And the center button is going to show the letter B. Now, this letter B is the current letter that we're starting off with. And as we're pressing buttons, this letter is obviously going to change. And we need to press these non-center buttons in such a way that the intersection between the letter and the button's position forms the letter written on that button. So the way I like to do it is I like to go down column B here and then just go down the list. So we have B. Well, if we look at B, and this is top left is A, which means it can't be that. Next is C. Well, that's an A, so it can't be that. Next is D, which can't be that. Next is Echo. Can't be that. Next is Alpha, which it technically could be bottom left in this case. Let me just move everything up. So it could be bottom left because A and then F. Now as we see here, bottom right is not F. So that means bottom left is the only choice for this first one. So when we press bottom left, it's going to turn into A. So now the current letter is A now. So now we have to look down the A column and go down the list here. So first we have A, and we have an A in the top left, so top left is a choice. Next is D, nope. Next is C. Yes, C is a choice here. So that's going to be middle left. C, next is B, F, E, in which bottom right would be beneficial in this case. So we have 3 choices. One tip I'm going to say here is that we're in column A, right? And top left is A. So usually my decision here is to basically use the top left as the A, because it uses up that A and brings me back to the middle left, bottom right choice. It's basically like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, except you're just doing exactly that. So if I press top left, it's going to be A. The current letter doesn't change, and now we're stuck with middle left and bottom right this time around. So to indicate I'm using these letters, I have bottom left and top left being used. For this one, this is a bit tricky because we obviously have 2 choices here. So I'm going to leave that as is. Let's say we chose middle left. So middle left was C, so this is going to be C now. So from C, I'm going down this column now. We have choices of E, nope, B, well, we're skipping this one, A, yeah, so it's going to be F, Nope. D. Nope. B. No. So, because we have 3 no's, because none of them match with... Wait, was I looking... Okay, I think I was looking through the wrong one, sorry. So we have B, nope, A, C. Even still, I basically don't have any of those letters being present. So that means it can't be middle left. So I'm going to backtrack this a little bit and make it bottom right this time. So it's going to use bottom right, so it's going to be echo. So looking down echo here, we have D, which we already pressed. So E is not a choice. C, F. Okay, that's the only choice that we have here. So it's going to be middle right in this case. And this is going to be F now. Now I have choices of A. It's going to be here. So A is that. Can't be middle left because that's an E. So that means it has to be top right for this. And this is going to turn to A. And then, of course, we press middle left because now it's A. This is A, D, C. So now we have basically figured out our button presses in such a way. Now, the only thing about this is when we start pressing buttons, right? Be very careful, which I'm going to say right now. So, again, it won't strike you until you basically press all 6 buttons in such a way that I'm already pressing them wrong, as you see there. And you think, well, that doesn't seem too bad until you realize that the puzzle resets. The configuration of the 6x6 matrix is going to be the same, but when we press the center button again, it's different, as you can see here. So that means we have to do this whole sequence over again. Charlie, Alpha, Delta, Delta, Bravo. And of course, to basically reset the puzzle, such as doing this, you can press the center button to get back to the initial state. Press this again. So now we have Echo, Delta, Charlie, Foxtrot, Alpha, Bravo. And Alpha as our starting position. So here we have Alpha, Delta. Delta is definitely a choice, so it's going to be top right. Slash Charlie is next, so it's going to be middle left. Next is Bravo, Foxtrot, Echo. So we have a choice between top right and middle left, which is going to be Delta and Charlie. So and none of them is Alpha, so let's say we do top right. And this turns to Delta. So our next one is going to be Charlie, which can't be that, Alpha, Delta, Echo, Bravo. So Bravo is the only choice here, which is going to be bottom right. So this is going to turn to B. And then from B, we have Bravo, nope, Delta, Echo, Alpha is the only choice, so it's going to be bottom left. And this turns into Alpha, which is very good because we want to go back to Alpha in a sense. So my gut feeling here is that top right was definitely the correct choice because Alpha is going to bring us back to middle left, as you see here with the Charlie. So next one has to be middle left with the Charlie. And this turns into Charlie. Now we're looking through this. So we have Echo, which is a possible choice. 1, 2, Alpha. Nope. So it has to be top left. That's next. This turns into Echo. And hopefully there's a Foxtrot in the 4th position, in which there is. So now being very careful now, we have to basically press these positions. So doing top right, bottom left, middle left, top left, middle right. I hope all of you enjoyed this tutorial. Until next time, guys, keep talking and don't explode.